tech enthusiasts are now gearing up for what could be the next phase of the internet.
What is Web 3?
This might be the biggest opportunity of our entire lives. Web 3 is the next evolution.
The evolution of the internet.
Web 3 real-world assets are not only going to revolutionize what you know about money.
The technology has changed the way we think about finance.
It will increasingly become a part of the infrastructure of our everyday lives, reshaping the future of finance.
The right RWA projects are going to make thousands of millionaires this bull run.
Could you be a millionaire from buying ONDO? We now have a digital representation of ownership that does not live on somebody else's platform.
The market size of tokenized assets can reach 16 trillion by 2030.
In this video, I'm going to show you an RWA project that could change your life forever.
Had you bought $169,000 of ONDO 2 months ago, you would be a millionaire today.
ONDO is a great project. It's stronger than Bitcoin.
It's called ONDO, and here's what you need to know.
Do we believe that $10 trillion of real-world assets would be tokenized by 2030?
As you know, one of the biggest narratives nowadays is real-world assets. People love real-world assets.
How does real-world assets bridge the gap between crypto and real world?
Real-world assets are assets that exist in the world and are represented through a digital token on the blockchain.
I think the core function in terms of real-world assets of blockchains is really to separate ownership from possession. You don't necessarily need to own something in order to reap the benefits of trading or reselling it.
Big money needs their assets on the blockchain, and this bull run is proving just that. It's been a mad dash to the blockchain for commodities all over the world.
BlackRock joins the tokenization race.
We believe the next step going forward will be the tokenization of financial assets.
The stablecoin market could grow to nearly $3 trillion in the next 5 years.
Do we believe that $10 trillion of real-world assets would be tokenized by 2030? Yes, absolutely we do.
This brings us to ONDO, which is set out to create institutional-grade products that connect the best of both worlds.
Seamlessly bringing RWAs on-chain and democratizing access to institutional products.
ONDO Finance.
They are one of the big players in the field.
A new era of financial inclusivity on-chain.
It's funded by a lot of large venture capitalists.
They've got a lot of partners. BlackRock, Acora, Morgan Stanley, Mantle, Polygon, Coinbase, Curve, Injection, Yearn, Anchorage Digital.
Currently, ONDO has 3 products available to institutional investors and retail.
And they have a product called
USDY, a stablecoin that pays you yield when you hold it, but unlike the risky ones that are backed by thin air, this one is backed by Uncle Sam himself.
Then there's OUSG token, backed by none other than BlackRock's USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund, also known as BIDL, as well as bank deposits and USDC for liquidity. These 2 assets have billions of inflow potential, both domestically and internationally. And here's why. They have a product also known as Flux Finance.
Flux Finance, which is a lending platform that supports tokenized securities on the ONDO bridge, which allows for cross-chain transfers of the ONDO token.
Now this provides 4.5% APY for lenders. ONDO also has a new fund called OMMF. That is coming soon and will be a tokenized version of BlackRock's money market fund. The products are a TradFi dream scenario to onboard a bunch of old money that is sitting on the sidelines. Bullish. Together, USDY and OUSG have almost $400 million in total value locked, a huge percentage of the $1.2 billion tokenized securities market cap. So why does all of this matter? Well, ONDO could change the stablecoin game by bringing transparency and value to holders, which is something that TradFi wants to hear. They don't like moving money around unless they can meet requirements of course, the mafia. Regulators, like the SEC. With ONDO, holders get the yield from underlying securities versus a company like Tether USDT. That of course rakes in billions and isn't upfront about any of the assets backing their token. Now the only problem here is that Gary Gensler and his department of crypto-hating lackeys, the SEC, hates its own citizens.
And the funny thing here is that if you are a US citizen, you cannot actually invest into this.
So unfortunately, even though US taxpayers pay his salary, OUSG and USDY are not available to US citizens. If you you want to have exposure to this rising star, you gotta hold the ONDO token. Because despite even if you were an accredited investor, you're not allowed to access BlackRock's BUIDL product. Not only do you have to have $5 million, you have to be approved by their system to even be able to use it. Now currently, ONDO is trading around 80 cents with a market cap of $1.1 billion. There are 1.4 billion tokens in circulation out of the total 10 billion. And I told you this is a new project, but what makes me excited is all future token unlocks must be approved through its governance. And the charts on ONDO look very bullish. The price barely corrected during the last crypto crash, which means the majority of holders are thinking long term. Very rare in crypto. It's been consolidating in the 75 to 80 cent range for weeks, getting ready for the next pump. Right now it's testing the yellow line before another leg up. Now I think in the short term, ONDO's price could easily get to $1 to $2. And long term, it's anyone's guess. But the important thing to keep in mind with projects like this are the token unlocks. While other projects like Pipe have seen massive unlocks recently, ONDO is slowly dripping theirs out over the course of 2024, with an increase in 2025. And this is a very healthy thing to do, as for the project, it makes trading the token a lot easier. If you want to trade ONDO, you can do that on Blofin with no KYC. So make sure you guys click that in the description below today, if of course you're interested. Are you bullish on ONDO yet?
Is ONDO worth the hype? Well, in my opinion, yes it is.
Tell me what you think ONDO could do during this bull run, or if you even have a more optimistic price target, let us know in the comments below. Either way, hit that like button and I'll see you guys at the top.